When things get hard, what are you going to run to? Who are you going to turn to? Who are you going to call? You got to have a brotherhood around you. You have to have a community around you. Have someone that's gone there and done that and had that certain result. All that stuff to me falls under the relationship with God, something that you can always have and fall back on. What's up, everybody? My name is Jake Payne, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited you're here. We're going to be talking about some amazing stuff. I am super passionate about personal growth, and my name, Jake Paine, I'm all about pain to purpose. Hearing your story from pain to purpose, I'd love to share my story from pain to purpose, because out of our pain, your purpose is born. What does that mean? That's all about your trials, the things that you go through, the struggles. You're going to learn about yourself. You're going to learn about God. You're going to step into who you are made to be. It's not necessarily about the destination. It's about the journey. So I am super passionate about all different areas of life. You can expect from me a whole lot of different and fresh content talking about these types of things, because it's not just one thing that kills a deal. It's not just one thing that makes a person. It's not one thing that makes a man. It's about the whole picture. It's about who God made you to be. I don't believe we should be in competition with each other. I don't think that you should be in competition with me or me with you. We are supposed to be in competition with ourselves. We're supposed to be learning and walking with God, and He's going to lead us the way. So I love to break things down into different areas of life. I actually like to break it down into 4 areas in life, but the main 3 things that we're going to be talking about on this show is going to be, number 1, relationship with God. If you don't have a proper view of God, everything's going to fall apart. And not like this weird way of you're expecting something or like we have to do things to get to God. Having faith is simply a positive view of God. It's a right view of God. That's all it is. So if you can have a right perspective and believe the right things, everything's going to click. Everything's going to flow. There's nothing that you have to force or achieve. It's just something that you have to receive. So this is something that I love. I love to dig into the Word. I love to dig into the Bible, get the truth. And not because I have to, but because that's what I just believe, that God's created this design. He's created this optimal path for you to walk in. And all you have to do is believe the truth and walk in it. In fact, the Bible says, my brothers and sisters, the family of God, are those that do the work of God. And they asked Jesus, what does that mean? He said, the work of God is this, to believe. All we have to do is believe. All you have to do is just know. And so if we can pull from each other's purposes and pain and experiences and the truth, you're going to develop a tighter relationship with God. And all you have to do is be honest. All you have to do is show up. All you have to do is be yourself. So I love that. That's something that I'm always learning and developing in, because when we have that right relationship with God, we all know that all the money in the world, or having the hottest chick in the world, or, all these external things that we're looking for, we know they're not going to satisfy. At the end of the day, it's, did I do what I was put here to do? Did I become who I was supposed to become? Did I serve who I was supposed to serve? Did I learn? Did I grow? Did I develop? It's more about purpose than it is about profits. It's about a relationship with God and just becoming one with that. Because I know when I'm living from my heart and I don't have to try, I don't have to put things out there, I'm just myself, things just work. Things line up. It's not about the money. It's about who I was supposed to be. So number 1, if the relationship with God is by far the foundation, right? Like once you have that relationship with God, things are going to work, right? And it doesn't always work in the way that you want it to go, but you're going to develop and you're going to become that person. Sometimes it's hard, right? You're not going to grow when things are easy. You build muscle with tension, with resistance, with stress. So as you grow, you're going to develop more muscle. So number 1, got to have that right foundation. It's changed my life. It gives you a sense of certainty. It gives you a sense of clarity. It develops who you are. It's when things get hard, I don't have to run. I can embrace it. I can take it on, and I know what to do. I have fundamentals that I can fall back on. I have a set of principles that are going to guide me when things get hard. So that's something that you have to know, and you have to know that you know, because when things get hard, what are you going to run to? Who are you going to turn to? Who are you going to call? You got to have a brotherhood around you. You have to have a community around you. Have someone that's gone there and done that and had that certain result. All that stuff to me falls under the relationship with God, something that you can always have and fall back on. So number 1, relationship with God. Number 2, fitness is like the most perfect little test tube, break down life into something that's tangible is fitness. Because everybody has a body, nobody's body is perfect, but everybody's body is divine, right? So you're going to learn so much about yourself when it comes to working out your body, when it comes to developing that. So when it comes to what you're interested in, you might be interested in running, you might be interested in martial arts, you might be interested in sport or lifting weights, but you have to take that serious. The more serious and hard that you can go into working out, it's like God's development plan for yourself. If you can master your body, if you can master the food you put in your mouth, if you can master how your body operates, your hormones, like if you can go all in on your health, everything takes care of it, right? Because it's not about, I remember when I played football, one of my coaches, he always used to say, hey, it's not about them, it's about us. It doesn't matter what the offense does, it doesn't matter what the defense does. As long as we do what we're supposed to do, we're gonna be okay. That's something that your body's gonna do, right? Like if you take care of your health and fitness first, actually your business is gonna take care of itself. Your relationships will really take care of themselves because you'll have this development of knowing your limits, pushing past them. It's how you're gonna build confidence. Because a lot of us, we know what to do and we don't do it, or you're afraid of it, or you're not gonna step into that level 10, right? Like you'll know what to do and you'll do it, or you'll shorten out, or you'll get inconsistent. But the more that you can just get reps, and just repeat that and then replicate that in your life, man, everything's gonna be great. So I'm a big believer in fitness. Fitness has changed my life. Whenever everything fell apart in my life, I just went back to the gym, went all in, surrounded myself with some dogs that were about it. And guess what? Everything changed. So if you can go all in on your fitness, or just simply, if you're really out of shape and you're ashamed of it and you know it, dude, just get healthy. Like it's about getting healthy. It's about mastering me. I'm not in competition with you. I'm just trying to get better. So that's all I'm about. Helping other people. I remember for a season after I got divorced, I was like, my body was broken. Like my whole body was inflamed. I literally had things wrong where they were saying I needed surgery or my body was inflamed. It had like a lot of weird stuff going on. And all I did was I went to certain doctors and I just got healthy again. I rehabbed my shoulder. I went and took some, got on certain programs that really helped me reset my health. So if you're strong in your body, you're going to have a strong mind. And then the third thing is really just business, right? Like you can have all those things going on, but if you're not bringing it home, if you're not making the money that you want to make, like you're not going to have the confidence to go out and live the life that you want to live. Things are going to be struggle. We were all made to rule and conquer and be successful. God didn't make you to not be successful. So that's something that you're going to also develop in. Just like fitness, man, business, starting a business or developing your career or leveling up is also, it's all about you. It reminds me of that scene in Breaking Bad when he was looking around with Jesse. He's like, wait a second, this whole thing is about me.
This whole thing, all of this.
That's how you should view things, right? Like it's all about you and going internal and changing those things. The more that you go inside, the more that you level up, the more money you're just going to attract. The more value you put in the marketplace, the more that you serve others, the more that you're going to bring in. So that's something that we all need help with, that we're all growing and developing in. And those are the 3 areas that we're primarily going to focus on. And then maybe, just maybe, we'll pepper in a little bit of relationships, talking about the masculine, the feminine, family, other relationships. How do we interact with others? How do you have a good relationship with yourself? So those are the 4 areas of life that I'm all about. A mentor broke it down into 4 areas: body, being, balance, and business. So if you want to be a part of an amazing community, if you want to learn and develop in those areas, if you want to do it with me or my community, my friends, my partners, let's go. Make sure you hit the subscribe and let's do this thing together. Let's grow and do it big.